The material presented is intended to augment one's enjoyment of J.K. Rowling's book Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, not act as a substitute. If you have not purchased a copy of the Half-Blood Prince, please discontinue your patronage of this production until you do.
Deadly Abridgment presents Harry Potter and the Half-Assed Parody, Chapter 6, Draco's Douchebaggery. The next few weeks at the Burrow were delightfully uneventful, with the kids spending their days primarily playing two-a-team Quidditch. On the Wii. Soon came Harry's modest birthday celebration, a potluck affair for which Mrs. Weasley prepared a lovely tall cake, and everyone else brought heaping bowls of buzzkill.
They found Igor Kokharov's body in a shack up north.
Lupin told them.
Dark mark hanging overhead.
Oh, no.
Horrible. Who wants some cake?
Mrs. Weasley volunteered, trying to lighten the mood.
Wasn't unexpected. Sirius's brother Regulus Black, you might remember, only made it 3 days after breaking with the Death Eaters before they got him.
One might also remember that Regulus' first and last initials are R and B.
Mr. Weasley added unsuspiciously, just making conversation, of course.
Yes, well...
Mrs. Weasley said, trying again to derail the train of conversation from its current doomed track.
If anyone wants their cake a la mode, I have some ice cream that is simply...
Thanks for reminding me, Mum.
Broke in Bill.
Florian Fortescue, that chap who runs the Diagon Alley ice cream shop, disappeared. They found his shop torn apart. They didn't find a body, but there was blood splashed everywhere, an inch deep in the tub of strawberry. What flavor creams do you have for us then, Mum?
Strawberry. But I could always put on some coffee.
Talking of Diagon Alley,
Mr. Weasley interjected.
Ollivander's gone missing too.
A lovely pumpkin trifle?
Mrs. Weasley interjected.
What will we do for wands?
Harry asked.
Perhaps some scones with jam.
There are other wand makers like Shakespeare, but wait, no, they found him dead in his shop, disemboweled and hung from the rafters in a noose made of his own intestines.
Shut up! Shut up, everyone! We are going to sit here and have a lovely dessert, and if anyone mentions any unpleasantness, this will be the last birthday anyone at this table will ever see! Now choke down your spotted dick like good boys!
Yes, dear.
For the record, a spotted dick is a steamed suet pudding containing dried fruit. Saturday came, and the family took ministry cars to the Leaky Cauldron. Mrs. Weasley spent the whole trip checking her watch, a small portable version of the family clock, which was basically just a watch face with the words mortal dread and yes or no, and 7 little arrows pointing constantly to the word yes. They met up with Hagrid, who escorted everyone to Diagon Alley by way of an enchanted door out back of the pub. What they found upon entering the magical marketplace unsettled them all.
Merlin's beard!
Mr. Weasley gasped.
Good heavens!
Mrs. Weasley exclaimed.
Cool, blimey!
Ron Britished. Diagon Alley had become a sad, empty place. A number of shops seemed deserted, their darkened empty husks a fitting representation of the emptiness that had spread through the hearts of the wizarding world as hope waned. The pie maker had closed the pie hole.
Aww.
2 of the 5 Starbucks had closed as well. Wanted posters hung from shop windows, the images of the murderous criminals within magically animated, making them sneer and stare angrily at passers-by. This is a stark difference from the still images of muggles. Wizards aren't just content with giving their children nightmares, but instead wanted them to lie awake in their beds, lest the night terrors seize them while they sleep, in bedsheets soaked with sweat. Well, if they were lucky, it would be sweat. Spotted throughout the marketplace like an opportunistic pox were shady vendors in their slapdash booths.
Zombie-repelling skull necklaces. If you don't see any zombies, it's still a skull necklace.
Snake oil! Keep monsters away with delicious snake oil! 2 bob, and that's cutting me own throat.
Extended warranty.
Check it out, works wet or dry. Call now and we'll double your ShamWow order.
Mr. Weasley gave the last salesman an annoyed look. The group split up to Mrs. Weasley's paranoid chagrin. she going off to buy books with Mr. Weasley and Ginny, while Hagrid took the main characters off to get robes at Madame Malkin's. Guess which group we'll follow in our narration.
I'll stay outside,
said Hagrid.
I'm sure nothing will happen in there.
Upon entering, the shop seemed empty until they heard a voice sculpted from a block of pure self-absorbed contempt shout from the fitting rooms.
Shut up, Mother, you stupid cow!
The two-topped pointy face of Draco Malfoy barged into the room, the school robe he wore hemmed with pins for his fitting. He admired himself in the mirror, and was interrupted in his customary withdrawn cheeks making a David Bowie face to his reflection ritual, when he noticed the trio of well-loved characters over his shoulder.
Mother, if you're wondering what that smell is, there's a member of the non-master race in the shop.
Harry and Ron raised their wands with dignified silence, pointing them at Malfoy's sneering face.
Please don't use magic.
Hermione pleaded, trying to push down her friend's wand arms.
It'll go on permanent records, and those are so very important. Really, they are.
Only one black eye, Hermione. Did you get whatever message you were being taught the first time?
Put those down.
Draco's mother Narcissa demanded, storming into the room.
And what if we don't? Going to get some of your Death Eater friends to stop us? Maybe your Death Eater sister? Your Death Eater husband, maybe? Or are they two in jail for that?
Please, let's not let loose needless accusations about such kind, upstanding people.
Oh, no, it's fine. He'll be dead soon.
Did you just threaten me?
Yes. What are you going to do about it, boy?
I'll tell the Aurors. I have 3 witnesses.
I wasn't threatening you, stupid child.
Narcissa amended uneasily.
Ow!
Draco said, interrupting the tension. The group turned to see Madame Malkin adjusting the pins at his left cuff.
You stupid slag! You nearly nicked my dark mark. My dark medical ID bracelet.
Are you in Voldemort's service now like your father?
Of course I'm not acting under the will of the glorious Dark Lord. May his blood-soaked miseries sweep across the whole of creation, purging the world of all muggles, mudbloods, and liberals. 'Cause I'm not.
A heavy silence followed.
Come, Draco. Let us take our leave of this subpar establishment.
On their way out, Draco pushed Madame Malkin to the ground, and Narcissa kicked her in the ribs.
Why did you drive those nice, rich Malfoys away?
Madame Malkin cried. The 3 left. We'll assume they got their new robes somehow or other.